Hey guys, we are here with Snow this afternoon. We are here at PetSmart in Steele Creek today. Snow is doing a fantastic job. If you know Steele Creek at all, we parked over at Target and we've walked all the way over to PetSmart, and he is just doing really, really good. I'm really proud of the progress he's making, especially with using the transitional. It is like night and day working with him, and I mean the teeniest Hey, buddy. The teeniest little forces of pressure. If you happen to notice you put too much pressure on this leash, he's going to wig his head back and forth. So watch. So that's what we don't want. That where he pulls his head. You want to use very, very minimal pressure. I mean, as loose as you can be, like one finger's worth. Snow, sit. And so I'm not going to add more force with him. I'm just going to I used my verbal cues. He's watching this little beagle get in the car, but all in a calm state of mind. Now he's allowed to be a dog. He's allowed to explore and check things out, but as long as he's doing it in a calm state of mind. So he's doing so good. I'm really proud of him. We just got to PetSmart, so we're not going to rush into going inside. Granted, we have been walking for about 10 minutes together now, and his heel is looking great. So we're going to slowly work our way up to the door. We're not going to rush things. We're going to continue. We're going to stay calm. Every time he gets slightly ahead of me, I give him these tiny little pops, just like this. I mean, that's really all you need to get his attention. This is an awesome tool for him now that we've gotten him conditioned to wearing it on his nose. Really, as long as you don't use pressure on it, he doesn't try to take it off. He's doing really good, even like right there. So he's trying to go ahead. He's going to add more pressure than he likes. See how he just did that to himself? So it's up to you, Snow, to not let him. So if he's wearing the transitional, it's because we're going for a heel, and we're working. It's not going to be something that you're going to wear when you're just taking him out to potty on a leash or something. That I'll just use his slip lead for, or actually I even use a long line to give him some room to, like sniff around and walk around and be a dog while we go out to potty. But you can see even just taking off, his takeoffs are really good. In the beginning, he was pulling me a lot, and even now he's still trying to inch forward, so his big old nose, just because he's big and his nose is long, I want to make sure that he's following my direction. This looks nice. So right there, did you see how he kind of pushed ahead just a tad? That's when I made a left-hand turn. I didn't use any force at all. This is all about getting Snow to focus on you, not using a leash to pull him or guide him anywhere. It's just a way to communicate, calm down, and pay attention. That's it, right? So this is a really nice heel. Like I said, I'm really proud of the progress he's done. He was a big puller, and granted, he still is a puller. If I let him just do whatever he wanted, he will go to the end of the leash and he will, try and pull through pressure. It's all about your handling skills. Now, for anybody that doesn't know Snow, a lot of you guys, Snow is one of a handful of dogs that I can confidently say that I've worked with, that I can confidently say actually does have PTSD. Now, when he was a puppy, he had a very traumatic neutering. He had to wear a cone for a long time. He was in a crate for a long time. He bled for a while. His paws got swollen. So he had a lot of traumatizing issues as a puppy. Now, as a puppy, that's a really important developmental stage in their life, where, they're figuring everything out. And that's, the mold for them as they grow up. So sit. Good boy. He's my lovey dove. So with him, I could probably work with him for the next, 6 months or a year to get him to this like perfect point. But it's all about learning how to work with a dog that has, some kind of an issue, whether they're just hyper in general or they have, PTSD or they're shy or nervous, aggressive. It's about knowing your dog and being their handler. You chose this dog. Now it's up to you to learn how to work through issues. If your child had ADD, you wouldn't, ask a doctor to magically fix him. You would, as a parent, figure out techniques and ways to work with your child to make them feel more confident in themselves and, figure out how to work through situations. So all in all, like I said, he's doing great. Now it's up to us to just make sure that we reinforce. So again, he got up. Snow. Pressure release. And very light pressure. Heel. Right, so as soon as we take off, now if he tries to push ahead, see right there, he's in front of me. Little pops. And direction changes for him, right? So right turns are good because it lets you kind of practice letting this slide out and not choking up on your leash. You don't want to close your fingers on it because then pressure has, that's it. He gets pressure. So if you learn to keep this on your fingertips, no. Good boy. Come on. Yes. So if you learn to keep it on your fingertips and let this slide through, you can use pressure to just communicate. But people always want to have this loose leash, but they don't learn how to walk with a loose leash. We, as humans, want to choke up on this, and we think our dog is a puller, so we need to have pressure, but that's not the case. We really just want to learn to communicate with them in a way that they understand. Good boy. So there you have it. Really just practicing this with him. We're going to head inside. Hopefully I can take another video while we're in there as well. But the more you practice this behavior with him, the better. You do not have to go inside of PetSmart. You could even just go to any shopping center and walk around with him, get to learn how to work in public around distractions and new settings with new scents, new sights, new sounds, all sorts of different things. You can go to PetSmart, you can go to any pet store, pet supermarket, Pet Supplies Plus. You could go to the Target parking lot. I mean, there's so many places that you can go just to practice. And then once you're ready for the challenge of going into a store where the distraction level is going to go up even higher, then you're ready to work him through that situation. So you should always feel confident walking into any situation you're going to put your dog in, because if you don't feel like, I got this, he is not going to follow your lead and be like, oh, okay, she's in control, she's got this, I don't have to be worried and take the lead on things. So there you have it, guys. I'm really proud of Snow. He's making really good progress. He's such a sweet man, too. So if you guys need help with your dogs, give us a call today. We'd be happy to help you. Have a good one.